he's toxic now as far as trade, so you can't trade him. So now you got to bring him back. He's still a tremendous player, so you do get that. But man, it would have been good for them to have 2 first-round picks for that.
And then they made all those signings that they got to pay them, and they got to pay Max Crosby as well. So they got to do some Rob Brzezinski type.
Well, I think it probably works, for the Ravens as well, because they quickly pivoted and did a free agency deal with Trey Hendrickson, who's he's an older player, but they get a really an elite pass rusher and without having to give up the 2 first-round draft picks. And there's just a lot of
you think they got move. You think they got cold feet and it's not really the injury? Do you think there's any truth to that rumor that they just said, "Oh God, we don't want to give up 2 first-round picks for this guys. We made a mistake."
That would be, the league would have to look into that if they did that. I have a feeling he just failed their physical, and they didn't trust his knee. These guys, you do have to complete the physical. It's not the first time a physical has caused, this is a big scale one. But you look around the league, there's a lot of, I don't know that there's any winners and losers and stuff. There's been a lot of moves that, like Detroit getting adding Pacheco to Gibbs in the backfield. Woo.
After losing Montgomery.
Montgomery's gone, but you come back and you get that. Packers have lost a lot of guys.
There were a lot of moves, weren't there, Mark? There was a lot of, wasn't this a high volume free agency so far, or no?
I don't think it's any different than.
Okay.
It's the irony of describing where the epitome of where the Jets are is the year after Sam Darnold wins a Super Bowl. The Jets come back a month or 2 months later, and they get Geno Smith, a guy they drafted 13, 15 years ago as their quarterback, and it's like the Jets will just be forever like kind of the butt of a joke when it comes to quarterbacks. It seems
they're gonna knock the Browns off that moniker. Oh.
The sheer volume of the number of quarterbacks. I don't know if anybody can top the Browns since 2000.
Yeah. The search for a quarterback in this league is so huge. It's so important, and it continues for all the teams that don't have one. It'll continue for the Vikings. Hopefully today they get something done, and we can talk about that next weekend. So if they do, regardless of whether or not they do, it'll be a talker, and we'll be back to do it. So thanks, Mark. Thanks for all your insight. Thanks, Mike Woldham, for producing. Joe Johnson, as always, and to you folks for tuning in. We sure appreciate it. Please come on back and check us out next week, as this is the season for us folks that don't win the Super Bowl. This is the season when you got to feel like you can win the Super Bowl, right?
Well, they won the offseason last year, didn't they? They $348 million. What could go wrong, Joe? What could go wrong?
There it is. On that note, we have to say so long, and we'll see you next week. And until then, thanks and skol.